And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 60-or. Check nine. Let's go.
First carry for James Conner. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
65.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. 8, read. Come on. Hey, let's get this. 22-jet bomber. Let's go.
On first and 10 is Conner. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Let's go, D.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
It's our time. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 80 weapon.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rush in. Rush in. Bang, 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 bang. You go tight. You got tight. Let's go.
To throw on third down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run with Samuels. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Let's stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
We go set. 60 Pittsburgh. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Let's go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Leo, use your quarter. Watch the 2.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
I'm coming after you. Greystone, Travis. He's coming. Let's go.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 37. Check 37.
Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Recon, 132 fighter, and Tucson. Check, 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 check 52. Check, check, lucky.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey, let's get there. Back. 22 jet bombers. 55's my guy. 55.
From the 22, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Jack!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Oh, nice move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
This is Barkley. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle there by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun.
30 base.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Check 13.
second and 5.
Check 13.
At the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Jones completes it to McGuire out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Here we go. Check.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's Connor as they stay on the ground, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Connor. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Check it backer. Kill. Hey, alert 3. Blue draw Corkers. Bravo. Ready.
Off play action. Costello. Open man is Switzer, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
55. Protein spill.
operating from the gun. Costello. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
10 logo. Hey, watch your leg. 36. 61, matchbox lights.
A first down carry for Barkley. And an alley to run. The 20. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17-all as they come up on a first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Let's get it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Costello. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2nd and 15. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello, and that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, Will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
X3, 218, chop. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Check 3. General West.
On the run, it's Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now we're... Going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
We go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You draw quarter.
A toss out to Barkley. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the run, watch the run. Coaching still.
They run with Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 31. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. Nope.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Let's go, let's go.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.